finally, the Bray Wyatt has come back to WWE, amassing almost 2.8 million views on YouTube so far. Bray Wyatt's return has been the monumental event we all knew it would be. Mm-hmm. Absolutely fantastic. The way they did it was absolutely marvelous. And so far, he shows no signs of slowing down. I think he's done an amazing job with his return, and I'm really excited for what he's going to keep doing.
Babe, let me tell you something. I got 2 words for you, and that's Wyatt 6, baby. Wyatt 6. With Bray Wyatt coming back at the last pay-per-view, that was freaking fantastic. I mean, yeah. I watched that return so many times. I rewatched it. I watched it about 10 times within the first week. It was just something special. I haven't felt a return. I haven't felt something like that in years. Like,
energy, right?
Like that feel, that was very, to me, Attitude Era-esque. And I know, listen, don't get it, oh my gosh, nothing is like the Era. Trust me, I lived it. Okay? I know when you had those special returns like a Kane, like an Undertaker, and I'm not saying that Bray Wyatt is Kane or the Undertaker. Yeah. I mean, he might go down as, quote unquote, the Undertaker of this generation, but, you know, especially with his presence, his feel, when those lights went out and you heard, he got the whole, and then everybody went crazy like they was at a freaking B2K concert at the Stream Tour 2. Like Lil Bow Wow was coming out. Like, that took me back to those days, man. When I used to go to those concerts, like people like was freaking out. And
I mean, and rightfully so. I mean, not only was his return fantastic, I like the fact that they didn't jerk our chain. They didn't set us up for failure. Like, the build-up for it was just great. All the QR codes and the bunny hopping and all that stuff. It wasn't
Bad Bunny?
The White Rabbit and all that stuff. Like, I mean, it was kind of obvious it was going to be
we knew it was Bray.
But, I mean, I like that. I like the fact that they didn't try to pull a Catch-22 on it. I like the fact that they didn't try to pull the wool over our eyes and have a freaking, I don't know, freaking Eva Marie return.
Oh dear.
Yeah, like I like the fact that it was what it presented itself to be, and
that was just a magical moment.
It was, and I feel like so far people are already calling it the greatest return in recent years.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of curious thing to say because I feel like we've had a lot of fantastic returns in the past 2 years. Honestly, but I think Bray Wyatt's hit just a special core because
he's just a special guy, and that the promo that he had last week with him basically breaking down, and that wasn't. I mean, towards the last 10 seconds of that segment was Bray Wyatt, but the man that was speaking in that ring, how he got emotional, saying how you guys saved my life and how I touched all these people. That was Wyndham. Yeah. That wasn't Bray, because that was just very passionate. The man is crying in the ring. And I know that I don't want to say that was a work shoot because the things that he was saying were genuine. But at the end, they kind of reeled it in with it being still Bray Wyatt with the mask coming on the screen, which we don't know if that's Bray under the mask or that's somebody else. And, you know, I mentioned Wyatt 6 earlier, and it's kind of everybody's curiosity now. Who's going to be in the Wyatt 6?
But I think what Bray brings to the table is that mystery element. It's like you don't know what he's going to do, but you know it's going to be great. Like, even with the QR codes, everybody's going online. Oh my gosh, there's a new one out. Oh my gosh, it leads to this. Like, I think the last one led to like his psych evaluation or something like that. Just little things like that are getting people.
Those details.
It's getting people invested again. It's getting people excited again. And I think especially if anybody needed it, it was SmackDown that needed it. Because SmackDown, you could just tell they were kind of like almost in autopilot for a little while, just kind of, I think, waiting for Bray to come back. They were just kind of just going through the motions because you have like the champions that are just, you know.
It's your boy Gunther.
Gunther is holding it down, but like you just kind of had like some of the same matches over and over again. The women is just absolutely just dog water on that show.
Don't even get me started.
Yeah, so I think he's bringing life to this particular division, and it really, really needs it. But as I was saying earlier about all these returns, you know, how people are saying that this might be the best one. Like, we've had a lot of fantastic returns with, you know, Cody Rhodes coming back. Fantastic return.
Man, that moment. Oh, our Savior. I'm waiting for our Savior to return at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, and, you know, Cody went from, like, you know, a rumor to being returned to, like, people already now saying, is he going to be the one to take the belt off of Roman? No, and I'm like, that's a fantastic
But it's between
jump.
But now it's between Bray and Cody.
I don't think Bray needs the belt.
Bray doesn't need the belt.
I don't need Bray to.
But I really don't still needs to get.
But weird. Then again, that kind of would be some long-term storytelling because Roman's the one that took it off of him.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of pinned Strowman in that match.
But I mean, like, if Bray came and took it off of him. But anyway, the point is that return was fantastic. We also had the CM Punk return, which, regardless of what anybody says about what he's doing right now, how he's acting, what's going on, nobody can say that his return wasn't fantastic in itself as well.
I mean, you had the grown man crying in the crowd. What a moment. I mean, the moment itself, I remember that night when we was up and we watched it, and it was just like the before the show went off the air or went on the air, people was chanting CM Punk, and then it was that realization of hearing that once again in the arena, and him coming out, and you know, it started out great and everything, and you know, both of us is huge CM Punk fans.
So now you a CM Punk fan?
I love Punk. I just like to have fun with the guy. But
so do you think he's coming back to WWE then?
It's weird because I'm hearing that they want to bring him back, but
really?
Now I got a report basically saying like somebody higher up behind the scenes was voted no against it. But they said with Triple H in charge, which is weird because I knew the relationship between Phil Brooks and Paul Levesque was never like the best relationship, especially towards the end when CM Punk walked out. But
I think if anybody was to like kind of lay down the law and it bring him in a way and kind of keep him under wraps, like once again, like CM Punk is a great asset to have. Like he's never gonna come to the division and bring a division down. At least I don't think so.
Well, that's what a lot of people felt like he did with the AEW.
But it's a lie.
Men's division, because they said he buried like the Lee Moriartys of the world.
Oh, come on now.
And I think he fought him. But
oh, come on now.
The Powerhouse Hobbs of the world.
First of all,
I like Hobbs now. I like Hobbs now.
I just feel like Powerhouse Hobbs was never going to be a household name until that Punk match. Like, people got to understand that you need some of these higher up names to give other people that rub, to give other people that push. You know, I don't think he buried anybody. Like, because why couldn't you say the same for, like, Mox? Or why can't you say the same for freaking, you know, Cassidy? Like,
they said Mox is holding down the entire division on his back. Wow.
On his busted up forehead? Okay.
But he's like, I might touch you or you might start bleeding all over.
Yeah, like, I think that's a lie. But if CM Punk were to come back, I would not be against it. Obviously, I'm a big fan of the guy. Some returns that I would be against is, like I said earlier, Eva Marie, which is, I'm surprised that they're even rumoring her to come back. Some of the other names was, Sarah
Logan. She might return with the Vikings.
Yeah.
The Viking Raiders, which is a good fit for her because she really lives that Viking lifestyle. Mm-hmm. Like, if you follow on social media, like, she's really like a Viking, a real Viking. Bo Dallas, which will be great. She never experienced the Bo Dallas. He was just fantastic at NXT. I felt like he didn't get the best end of the stick when he got called up. I mean, when he had the Bo Leaf movement, that was hilarious. It was just freaking amazing. But him being with his brother to show, I guess, a more serious side, will be fantastic. Like,
this Wyatt 6, I feel like I'm actually really excited to see. And I'm surprised at all the buzz of people trying to find out who's playing the Sister Abigail.
They say either Liv or Alexa Bliss.
Please which I feel like
Alexa Bliss needs it.
Please
Alexa Bliss needs it. She needs it. She needs something. She is dying on Monday Night Raw.
I feel like that's a whole nother video, but the Wyatt 6, like I said, is actually
they said Baron Corbin. He was rumored for a second. Grayson Waller from NXT. It could be a whole lot of people. So let us know who you think the Wyatt 6 is, man. Drop that down below.